A defender's primary job is of course to keep goals out, but that doesn't mean they can't score a few at the other end. Centre-back Charlie Mulgrew is currently the joint 4th top scorer in League One, with 12 league goals for Blackburn so far this season. John Terry ranks among the top 20 scorers in Chelsea history, and German great Franz Beckenbauer bagged more than 100 goals for club and country. None of those players make this 7, showing that there have been some really prolific defenders over the years. In the interest of fairness, only players who have played top-flight football are taken into account. Players who played as much football outside of defence as they did in defence, such as Paul Breitner or John Charles, are excluded. Here are the top 7 highest scoring defenders of all time. Roberto Carlos and Steve Bruce, 113 goals. Tied in 7th place, Roberto Carlos and Steve Bruce are two players rarely compared. Bruce was a solid, brave and dependable centre-back who knew his limitations, whilst Carlos was an adventurous and flamboyant left-back who starred for Real Madrid and Brazil. Bruce, who spent most of his best years at Manchester United, scored most of his goals from the penalty spot or with his head. Carlos, meanwhile, was renowned for his fiercely struck long shots and wild swerving free kicks. Both players scored 113 goals, although Bruce did so in about 20 fewer games. Marcus TANAKA, 120 goals. The least well-known player in this 7, except to our Japanese viewers of course, Marcus TANAKA is the only currently active player to feature, meaning he could still climb up these rankings. Now aged 36, TANAKA was born in Brazil, and he scored 15 goals from centre-back in the 2012 season alone. His total of 120 goals includes 8 from 43 caps for Japan. Graham Alexander, 130 goals. The man with the 18th most appearances in football history, the 2nd most Football League appearances for an outfield player, and the 4th oldest scorer in Premier League history, in at 5th is Graham Alexander. A prolific right back who occasionally played in defensive midfield, Alexander had 3 10-plus goal-scoring seasons, 2 with Preston and 1 with Burnley. The current Scunthorpe United boss scored all 130 goals at club level, surprisingly failing to score from 40 caps for Scotland. Laurent Blanc, 146 goals. A lanky and intelligent leader of men, Laurent Blanc was nicknamed Le Président in the latter stages of his career. A 1998 World Cup winner with France, Blanc's best goal-scoring seasons came early in his career with Montpellier. He scored 18 goals in 34 games in the 1986-87 season and had 2 further 15-goal seasons before transferring to Napoli in 1991. He went on to enjoy success with Barcelona and Marseille, and 16 goals from 97 caps for France gave him an impressive career total of 146 goals. Most of his goals came via penalties and headers. Fernando Hierro, 163 goals. A legend of Spanish football, whilst Fernando Hierro did play a fair amount of football in defensive midfield, he played a lot more at centre-back, so he is still eligible for this 7. One of Real Madrid's all-time greats, Hierro spent 14 years with the La Liga Giants, where he won 5 league titles and 3 Champions Leagues. In the 1991-92 season, he was Real's top scorer, with a remarkable 26 goals in all competitions. As well as his 134 club goals, he scored 29 goals from 89 caps for Spain. Daniel Passarella, 175 goals. The 2nd highest scoring and one of the finest defenders to have ever lived, Daniel Passarella was a strong and passionate centre-back or sweeper who scored an incredible number of headed goals despite his short stature. Passarella was only 5 feet and 8 inches tall, and he spent most of his career with River Plate. He scored 24 league goals in his most prolific campaign, and River still lost the title to Boca Juniors. Argentina's 1978 World Cup winning captain, Passarella scored 22 goals from 70 caps for his country. Ronald Koeman, 253 goals. In top spot, and it's not really very close, Ronald Koeman scored more goals at club level than Michael Owen, Nicolas Anelka and Eric Cantona. Unlike some of the others in this 7 who had purple patches of goal-scoring form, Koeman was a consistent scorer throughout his entire career. He scored 239 goals from 685 games for the likes of Ajax, PSV and Barcelona, as well as 14 goals from 78 caps for the Netherlands. A 2-time European Cup winner, Koeman scored the majority of his goals from dead ball situations. So that's it for the top 7. Thanks for watching, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to HITC Sevens.